Bud Light presents Real American Heroes.
Real American heroes.
Today we salute you, Mr. Chinese food delivery guy.
Mr. Chinese food delivery guy.
Without you, we'd be forced to do the unthinkable when we wanted Chinese food. Drive to a restaurant. But you, sir, bring it to us in under 20.
Ride like the wind.
Armed with your rickety bike, you battle traffic, bad weather, and the occasional busted elevator. And why do you do it? Because somewhere a guy is waiting for his Kung Pao crab puffs, and he's got $1.57 with your name on it.
That's 10%.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh mercenary of the Mandarin chicken, and know that when America is looking for a man to get the job done, you do deliver.
You deliver.
Bud Light beer as a Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Gangsta Rapper Posse member.
Mr. Gangsta Rapper Posse member.
Behind every great man, there is a woman. And behind that woman, 14 guys with sideways baseball caps and really baggy pants.
Those pants are giant.
What do you do when you have no talent whatsoever? Attach yourself to someone who does.
But he's a match,
Gold tooth, check. Giant gold medallion, check. Royalties from record sales, no check.
Help a brother out.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Baron of the Brown Nose. Then crack open another 13 for the rest of the crew.
Mr. Gangsta Rapper Posse member.
Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real American Heroes.
Real American heroes.
Today we salute you, Mr. Supermarket Deli Meat Slicer.
Mr. Supermarket Deli Meat Slicer.
To feed America's hunger, you stand dangerously close to a buzzsaw, armed only with a salami.
Just you and your salami.
Behind your glass fortress, you quickly fill orders as shoppers shout, "Hey, I was first."
Take a number, please.
And no matter what you're slicing, from bologna to liverwurst, you always hit your mark. 1/10 of an ounce over.
Just the way I like it.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh master slicer. And remember, when someone asks who cut the cheese, you can proudly say, "It was me."
Mr. Supermarket Deli Meat Slicer.
Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Homemade Pontoon Boat Maker.
Mr. Homemade Pontoon Boat Maker.
What happens when you cross 10 discarded drum barrels with 2 sheets of plywood and a cast-aside barbecue? A pontoon boat.
We're boating and grilling.
It's a boat. It's a dance floor. It's a boat and a dance floor.
We're boating and dancing.
Throw up a string of tiki lights, hit the stereo, power up the blender, and what have you got? Way too much electricity on top of a lot of water.
We're boating and getting electrocuted.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh pirate of the pontoon, because you really shiver me timber.
Mr. Homemade Pontoon Boat Maker.
Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Furniture Assembly Manual Writer.
Mr. Furniture Assembly Manual Writer.
Thanks to you, people everywhere can simply purchase furniture, drive it home, open a box, and go completely insane.
Driving me crazy.
Knowing we can't read Chinese, Dutch, or German, you thoughtfully include pictures. Pictures that look nothing like the item purchased.
No spreadings in Dutch now.
Insert piece A into slot B, peg C into hole D, then curse, cry, and smash with hammer.
I know.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh maestro of the manual. You make it so simple, a monkey could do it. a rocket scientist monkey.
That's one smart mom.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Stadium Scoreboard Marriage Proposal Guy.
Mr. Stadium Scoreboard Marriage Proposal Guy.
You've combined the three things you love most in this world. Your girlfriend, your team, and lots of attention.
Everyone look at me.
Your first proposal, her hand in marriage. Your second proposal, 2 more jumbo chili dogs.
Chili cheese.
It's the perfect plan, unless her name is spelled wrong. She's in the bathroom, or she says no.
Pretty please.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Bachelor, on the big screen. And remember that even if she says no, we'll always say yes.
Mr. Stadium Scoreboard Marriage Proposal
Bud Light
Guy.
Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Camouflage Suit Maker.
Mr. Camouflage Suit Maker.
Your amazing skills of deception can trick a deer into thinking we're just a tree out for a walk, or a shrub having a cup of coffee.
Shrub having coffee.
Tirelessly you perfect your artistry. The squiggly black line, the blob, the slightly larger blob, all in spectacular shades of green.
Green, green, and green.
Thanks to you, we look fabulous in or out of the forest, with a suit that can be easily accessorized with face paint and a few twigs.
Dressed to kill.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Camouflage Suit Maker, because when it comes to blending in, you really stand out.
Mr. Camouflage Suit Maker.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
This 4th of July, we salute you, Mr. Backyard Bug Zapper Inventor.
Mr. Backyard Bug Zapper Inventor.
Not content to harmlessly repel insects with lotion, you discovered a way to fry them with electricity until their bodies explode.
Zap kaboom.
Ah, the sounds of summer. Crickets chirping, birds singing, the blood-curdling scream of a moth having 700 volts of electricity shoot through its body.
Music to my ears.
Every night, a magical explosion of exoskeleton and insect goo that can only mean one thing. Summer's here.
Time of time.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. June Bug Blaster, then sit back and watch the fireworks.
Mr. Backyard Bug Zapper Inventor.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, Cartersville, Georgia. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Pimped Out Ghetto Car Driver.
Mr. Pimped Out Ghetto Car Driver.
Who needs a horn when you have a sound system that announces your arrival 12 blocks before you get there?
Here I come now.
Nothing says success like a $400 car sitting on $8,000 worth of tires and rims.
Hope you got insurance.
Who needs libido enhancers when you have hydraulic lifts and enough bass to keep the back seat bumping and grinding all night long?
He's got motion in the ocean.
So crack open nice cold Bud Light, oh guardian of the ghetto, because you put the junk in our trunk.
Mr. Pimped Out Ghetto Car Driver.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Cellphone Holster Wearer.
Mr. Cellphone Holster Wearer.
A 6-shooter? No. A 2-handed broadsword? No. Your hip is permanently strapped with 3 inches of cold cellular steel, and you're not afraid to use it.
As long as I'm not roaming.
Through optimal cellular positioning, you answer calls in under a second. Anything over that, and you might as well be using smoke signals.
Barbecue.
Ignoring the fact that cell phones are now small enough to fit in your pocket, you tell the world, I have a cell phone, and it's not in my pocket.
I'm just happy to see you.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh hero of the holster, because on our speed dial, you'll always be number one.
Mr. Cellphone host and
Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Really, Really, Really Bad Dancer.
Mr. Really, really, really bad dancer.
Arms swinging, knees bending, head bobbing, to no particular rhythm. You're either dancing or you have fleas.
Call me a doctor.
As soon as you hit the dance floor, the taunts begin. Is that all you got, playa? Unfortunately, yes, that's all you got.
Pour it on now.
Who's in the house? Some guy who can't dance. That's who's in the house.
You're a star.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Happy Feet, because you really put the oogie in boogie.
Mr. Really, really, really bad dancer.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Eggnog Inventor.
Mr. Nog Inventor.
For years you toiled away, nog after nog, cauliflower nog, trout nog, the ill-advised pork nog.
What the heck is Nog?
Until one day, it hit you right in the face. Raw eggs, heavy cream, and a 5-pound bag of granulated sugar.
Recipe for disaster.
Now that's refreshment. Kinda like a protein shake, only disgusting.
Oh!
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. Eggnog Inventor. And while you're at it, crack open another bucket of eggs for your nog.
Mr. Eggnog Inventor.
Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Basketball Court Sweat Wiper-Upper.
Mr. Basketball Court Sweat Wiper-Upper.
You'll do anything for courtside seats, even if it means mopping another man's sweat off the floor.
Smelly man sweat.
Superstars may fall, but superstars don't wipe up sweat after they fall. You do that.
Oh!
While they soak up the glory, you soak up pretty much everything else.
Super absorbent.
Their shoes aren't squeaking till your towels are reeking. So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh Prince of Perspiration, because we know a champion when we smell one.
Mr. Basketball Court Sweat Wiper-Upper.
Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Way Too Much Cologne Wearer.
Mr. Way Too Much Cologne wearer.
Like a bullhorn, your cologne announces your every arrival 4 blocks before you get there.
Here he comes now.
Here a splish, there a splash, everywhere a splish splash. You don't stop till every square inch of manhood is covered.
Everywhere a splish splash.
Overslept and haven't got time to shower? Not to worry. You've got 4 gallons of cologne and a plan.
Pour it on.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Way Too Much Cologne Wearer, because we think we smell a winner.
Mr. Way Too Much Cologne wearer.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Boombox carrying roller skater.
Mr. Boombox carrying roller skater.
Shunning the conveniences of modern inline skates, you prove that real men do it on 8 pink polypropylene wheels.
A pretty pink wheels.
the crouched one-leg extension, the squat and spin. Every move as tight as your shorts.
A giddy up cowboy.
Yes, your station is tuned to all disco all the time. And bravely, so is your haircut.
Very foxy.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Boombox carrying roller skater, and know that we fully support real artistic expression. But enough about that. Let's roller skate.
Mr. Boombox carrying roller skater.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, Houston, Texas. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Hair Gel Overgeller.
Mr. Hair Gel Overgeller.
Less ambitious men stop with 2-in-1 shampoo, but you put in countless hours, tireless dedication, and a 5-gallon drum of industrial adhesive.
Sticky goo.
Like a lacquered hedgehog or oily porcupine, what woman wouldn't want to run her fingers through your razor-sharp stalagmites of hair?
Or is it stalactites?
Wind, water, stray bullets, even repeated hammer blows. Nothing can muss your immovable mane.
I got a hair helmet.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh master of the moose. And while you're at it, crack open another bucket of goo.
Mr. Hair Gel Overgeller.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. In-the-Car Nose Picker.
Mr. In-the-Car Nose Picker.
For you, the daily commute isn't simply a drive to the office. It's a hands-on exploration deep into your schnoz.
I'm going in now.
With pinpoint accuracy and sheer determination, you dig for boogers like miners dig for gold.
Hit the jackpot.
And why do you do it? 'Cause the windows are up and you think we can't see you. We can.
How you doing?
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh nabber of the nose nugget. We'd like to shake your hand, but you'll have to wash it first.
Mr. In-the-Car Nose Picker.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Hollywood Plastic Surgeon.
Mr. Hollywood Plastic Surgeon.
Great actors are born, not made. And when they're born with a big, fat, honking schnoz, you are there.
Doctor, can you help me?
It's a tough town that demands talent, and talent can't be bought. But a huge set of distracting knockers can.
Big giant knockers.
A snip here, a nip, a tuck, another snip. It takes less time to cut a major motion picture than it does a major movie star.
Oh, that's Hollywood.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. Fake Movie Star Maker. You take the suck out of liposuction.
Mr. Hollywood Plastic Surgeon.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real American Heroes.
Real American heroes.
Today we salute you, Mr. Outside the Stadium Peanut Seller.
Mr. Outside the Stadium Peanut Seller.
You stand like a sentry outside the grounds of our national pastime, offering us your salty nuts.
Nice and crunchy.
Half price on the outside, all the taste. That's your pitch.
Nuts for scratch.
There's nothing like spending a summer day on a hard bleacher seat, crunching your nuts.
Crunch, crunch, oh.
Unless maybe it's sitting behind home plate, spreading mustard on your wiener. So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. Outside the Stadium Peanut Seller, because thanks to you, a bag of peanuts costs just peanuts.
Mr. Outside the Stadium Peanut Seller.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Next Day Carpet Installer.
Mr. Next Day Carpet Installer.
Because when we're jonesing for carpet, We're jonesing for it right now.
Totally jonesing.
Thanks to you, we have absolutely no problem buying carpet over the phone, sight unseen.
Just pick up the phone.
A near miracle. An entire basement of wall-to-wall shag in less time than it takes to order a pizza.
I like pepperoni.
Your motto, if you're a payin', I'm a layin'.
Oh, yeah.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, king of the carpet men. You not only go the distance for us, you do it wearing knee pads.
Mr. Next Day Carpet and Store.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Major Highway Line Painter.
Mr. Major Highway Line Painter.
Michelangelo had the Sistine Chapel. Da Vinci had his Mona Lisa. And you've got Route 22.
It's a long and lonely road.
Armed with a brush, 10,000 gallons of yellow paint, and a whole lot of drop cloths, you work your magic.
Abracadabra.
Most painters worry about the subtle play of light and shadow. You just worry about getting hit by a truck.
Watch out now.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light to loosen the turnpike. When it comes to great art, your work kicks asphalt.
Kick some major asphalt.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Unathletic Sports Talk Radio Guy.
Mr. Unathletic Sports Talk Radio Guy.
You know everything there is to know about the world of sports, except how to play them.
No coordination.
You talk sports for 8 hours a day, which is 7 hours and 45 minutes more than anyone listens.
Is anybody out there?
Those who can, do. Those who can't, teach. Those who can't do or teach, talk.
I'm really good at talking.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. Unathletic supporter. You may never make the company softball team, but you'll always be a hit with us.
Mr. Unathletic Sports Talk Radio Guy.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Supermarket Free Sample Guy.
Mr. Supermarket Free Sample Guy.
Though man dreads few things more than a trip to the supermarket, you offer us hope, and sometimes a free mini-weenie.
I love that freebie weenie.
What exactly do you have? Aerosol cheese products? Deep-fried morsels? Who cares? If it's on a toothpick and it's free, it could be plutonium and we'd eat it.
It's all good, baby.
For a guy wearing oven mitts and an apron, you're all right.
You're a star.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light Titan of the toothpick, because you put the free in freedom.
Let it be free.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Restroom Toilet Paper Refiller.
Mr. Restroom Toilet Paper Refiller.
Without your undying commitment, we might find ourselves trapped in a stall, armed only with our newspaper.
Oh, I need you now.
Like a brave soldier, you storm hostile territory, delivering much-needed supplies to your men. Should you leave one roll, or two, or perhaps that giant 10-pound super roll?
Keep rolling.
While others rest, you can't, because somewhere there's a guy with his pants around his ankles doing the bunny hop in search of a fresh roll. So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, master of the men's room, because if you don't do your business, we can't do ours.
Is there anybody out there?
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Used Car Lot Auto Salesman.
Mr. Used Car Lot
Slick back hair, a sharkskin suit, alligator boots. You cultivate a look that oozes, trust me.
I think that I can trust you.
You stand behind every car you sell. Because if you stood in front and the brakes failed, you'd be crushed.
You better watch out now.
Oil leak? What oil leak? That puddle under the car is just sweat from all that horsepower.
Let the horses out now.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Peddler of the sheet metal. Because when life hands you lemons, you sell them.
Mr. Used Car Lot Auto Salesman.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Airport Baggage Handler.
Mr. Airport Baggage Handler.
Why just set a bag down when you can throw it, kick it, or simply ignore it?
It's time for my lunch break.
SFO, ORD, LAX. The complex airport codes are almost unsolvable. But that's okay, because thanks to you, everything's going to Tulsa.
That's in Oklahoma.
When comforting a traveler about a lost bag or a treasured family pet, you need only remember 3 simple words. Airline not responsible.
Thank you for flying.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh king of the carousel. You give us all a reason to carry on.
Mr. Airport Baggage Handler.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Budweiser presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Really Bad Toupee Wearer.
Mr. Really Bad Toupee Wearer.
More than any neon sign or exploding scoreboard ever could, your chrome dome cover says, "Hey guys, look at me."
What could you be thinking?
You think it looks natural, but it couldn't look phonier if it had a chin strap.
Look at you.
Made of space-age fibers, it can repel anything. Rain, wind, snow, and especially young women.
I don't think so.
So crack open an ice-cold Budweiser, Mr. Stud in a Rug. Then crack open another for that thing on your head.
I don't think it's all straight.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Way Too Proud of Texas Guy.
Mr. Way Too Proud of Texas Guy.
Men from lesser states may know their state's capital, but you know your state's bird, tree, and even reptile.
Love that horny toad.
You display your pride with your Lone Star tattoo, native Texan bumper sticker, and contempt for any state that doesn't start with Tex and end with is.
That spells Texas.
Sure, there are 49 other states in the Union, but they're smaller, wussier, and the people talk funny.
Yankee wussies.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh lover of the Lone Star State, because all that flag waving must have made you mighty thirsty.
Mr. Way Too Proud of Texas.
Bud Light Beer,
Guy.
Anheuser-Busch, Houston, Texas. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. 80 SPF sunblock wearer.
Mr. 80 SPF sunblock wearer.
There are 24 hours in a day. You're wearing 80-hour protection. If the sun fails to go down, you'll be ready.
Don't forget the moonlight.
Your coconut-scented force field blocks out all the sun's rays and any stray rays from another sun in another galaxy.
You're a star.
30 SPF, please. You might as well be wearing cooking oil.
Something smells delicious.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. 80 SPF sunblock wearer. In fact, feel free to crack one open at high noon in the middle of the Sahara Desert.
Mr. 80 SPF sunblock wearer.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, Cartersville, Georgia. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Fantasy Football Manager Guy.
Mr. Fantasy Football Manager Guy.
Every year you assemble your closest friends to prepare for another season in the knockdown, drag-out world of make-believe football.
4th inches.
You were born with the one skill every manager needs to play fantasy football. Absolutely no skill playing real football.
Not so good at catching.
Imaginary catches, imaginary touchdowns. Next up, an imaginary score with an imaginary woman.
Good imagination.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh Swami of the sidelines. You may come in dead last, but you're always first with us.
Mr. Fantasy Football Manager Guy.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Golf Tournament Quiet Sign Holder-Upper.
Mr. Golf Tournament Quiet Sign Holder-Upper.
Boldly you patrol the line between order and anarchy, armed with only your wits, your resolve, and your tiny cardboard sign stapled to a stick.
Actually, I glued it on.
You protect professional golfers from what they fear most. Idle chit-chat 200 yards away.
Stop breathing so loud now.
Because you know there's one thing this spectator sport could really do without. Spectators.
Get them out.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh Sultan of the Shush. We'll keep singing your praises as long as you keep telling us to shut up.
Mr. Golf Tournament Quiet Sign Holder-Upper.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Bass Plaque Maker.
Mr. Bass Plaque Maker.
Only a true artist like yourself can turn 5 pounds of dead fish into a work of art.
No fish can smell now.
In your capable hands we know that our trout will never look trashy. Our crappie, never crappy.
Never crappy.
Thanks to you we can say, I caught this bass. What have you ever done?
Tell me now.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Bass Plaque Maker. Because while a trophy wife may grow old and wrinkled, a trophy bass can now remain forever young.
Forever young, forever.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Rolling Cooler Roller.
Mr. Rolling Cooler Roller.
Only you understand the best way to carry 9 ounces of macaroni salad is in a 43-pound cooler.
It's got wheels.
Part cooler, part luggage. It holds enough for an afternoon picnic, a tailgate party, or a 12-day trip to Istanbul.
I'm gonna have to check that.
Perfect for the man who has everything. Everything except a friend to help carry a cooler.
Unpopular.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh holler of the hot dogs. You'll find it right under the sub sandwich, the potato salad, and the giant tub of baked beans.
Mr. Rolling Cooler Roller.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Beach Metal Detector Guy.
Mr. Beach Metal Detector Guy.
Some seek their fortune on the stock market, others in real estate. But you look for loose change in the sand.
Hitting the jackpot.
Armed with a 5-foot Geiger counter and the world's largest set of earphones, you live your life with a simple code of honor. Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Finders keepers.
Sure, people mock you, but he who holds 92 cents, a gold-plated earring, and a steel-toed boot gets the last laugh.
Who's laughing now?
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh Sultan of the Sand. We'd give you a medal, but you probably already found one.
Mr. Beach Metal Detector Guy.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Driving Range Ball Picker-Upper.
Mr. Driving Range Ball Picker-Upper.
For our pure enjoyment, you bravely throw yourself directly in the path of adversity, and you do it on a tractor.
Riding high.
Oh, the rules call for friendly fire, but you know we're all gunning for you.
Gunning for you.
Let her rip, you say, because someone's gonna hit a little dribbler, and they're gonna try and chase it down. And when they do, you'll be there.
You'll be there.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, range guy, because in this world of namby-pambies, you're the one with all the balls.
Driving Range Ball Picker-Upper.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Bowling Shoe Giver-Outer.
Mr. Bowling Shoe Giver-Outer.
Your tireless efforts keep our feet comfy and sanitized with mountain freshness.
Mountain freshness.
Instinctively, you match left shoe with right, carefully placing each pair in its own tiny shoe house.
Check the number on the back.
One wrong move, and we're on the fast train to Blisterville. Is he a 9.5 or a 10? You know. Why? Because you're Mr. Bowling Shoe Giver-Outer.
We couldn't move without you.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, mister, and know it's no accident those shoes are red, white, and blue.
No, we couldn't move without
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Garden Gnome Maker.
Mr. Garden Gnome Maker.
Anyone can dress up a yard with a shrub or some gladiolas, but it takes real guts to use a small, brightly colored ceramic man.
You're the man.
And what says, welcome to our home, like a dwarf in the hedges?
Standing tall.
Many a night you've slaved over a hot ceramic man-maker, knowing somewhere there was a lonely pink flamingo or a cement frog who needed a buddy. So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh master of miniatures, because as all Americans know, a home isn't a home without a gnome.
Take me home.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Fortune Cookie, Fortune Writer.
Mr. Fortune Cookie, Fortune Writer.
Most writers leave their wisdom in a book. You leave yours in a cookie.
Crunchy cookie.
Sure, they taste good, but it's the information you provide that we're really hungry for.
Love is round the corner.
Though your tablet is small, your message never is.
Show me the way.
Of course, the Mushu pork and the egg foo young fill our bellies. It's your inspiration that keeps us well nourished. So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. Fortune Cookie, Fortune Writer, because when you say our luck is about to change, we believe you.
We believe.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Fake Tattoo Inventor.
Mr. Fake Tattoo Inventor.
Through the miracle of hypoallergenic adhesives, you transform us from mild-mannered accountant into roadhouse biker hooligan.
Hooligan.
Be it screaming skull or thrashing tiger, you've got a temporary alter ego for any occasion.
Flaming dragons.
What else says, I love you, Mom, like a heart with a sword through it?
You know I love you, Mama.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. Fake Tattoo Inventor Guy. We may not have been born to ride, but thanks to you, we can feel like it.
Thank you, Mr. Fake Tattoo Inventor.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
This Memorial Day, we salute you, Mr. Gasoline Barbecue Starter.
Mr. Gasoline Barbecue Starter.
Never mind charcoal chimneys and easy lighting briquettes. The only way to start a real barbecue is with a gallon of 93 octane and a big book of matches.
Light up the sky.
Who needs eyebrows? You're hungry, and you've got 7 pounds of lamb shanks ready to go.
That's a lot of kebabs.
You don't just defy convention. You defy warning labels and common sense.
Very low IQ.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh Prince of the Pyrotechnics, because no one makes a backyard mushroom cloud like you.
Mr. Gasoline Barbecue Starter.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, Cartersville, Georgia. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Golf Ball Washer Inventor.
Mr. Golf Ball Washer Inventor.
The time-honored game of golf is the sport of kings, and kings don't play with dirty balls.
Don't play dirty.
Because of you, we can give our balls a sudsy tumble at every tee. The result? Clean, shiny balls every time we whack 'em.
Flying high.
Drive after drive, putt after putt, hole after hole. Our dimpled balls stay clubhouse clean.
Keep on driving.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Launderer on the links. You are in our thoughts every time we jiggle our balls.
Mr. Golf Ball Washer Inventor.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Giant Foam Finger Maker.
Mr. Giant Foam Finger Maker.
Without you, our teams would be in 6th or 7th place and feel as if they were in 6th or 7th place.
Can you feel it?
Carefully, you craft uncanny representations of actual human hands, so that we may wave them annoyingly in the faces of our rivals.
In your face.
They're enormous, yes, yet one size fits all. Brilliant.
Raise them to the sky now.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Foam Finger Maker, and know we speak for sports fans everywhere when we say, no, you're number one.
Giant Foam Finger Maker.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Male Football Cheerleader.
Mr. Male Football Cheerleader.
Real men don't just play smash-mouth football. Real men turn cartwheels and somersaults on the sidelines, tucked safely away from the action.
Don't touch me now.
4th down and inches. The game's on the line. It all comes down to you. Will you call for a perky pyramid or a peppy line dance?
Get on my shoulders.
Knock 'em back, all the way to Hackensack. So grab an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. Male Football Cheerleader. You may never score a touchdown, but you're peppy. That's gotta count for something.
That's gotta count for something.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius, Hawaiian style.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. King of the Karaoke Mic.
Mr. King of the Karaoke Mic.
Armed with your mic, you brazenly take to the stage, refusing to leave until every last person has been lulled into a peaceful slumber.
Wake me when it's over.
Country, rock, R&B. From your lips, it all sounds the same, like a sick cat trapped under a parked car.
That's a flat kitty.
Sure, nobody's clapping, but that doesn't mean you can't give them 6 more encores.
They're clapping on the inside.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh hero of the high note. You sing to the beat of a different drum, 'cause the one in your ear is clearly broken.
Mr. Karaoke King of the
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today, we salute you, Mr. Jelly Donut Filler.
Mr. Jelly Donut Filler.
Many a night you pondered the question, how can I get some jelly shoved into a plain powdered donut's blowhole?
In the blowhole.
Inspiration and perspiration led you to invent the answer, the Jelly Super Squirter.
Super squirter.
Late at night, all night, you work your squirter so that we can wake up satisfied and enjoy our breakfast jelly treat.
Work your squirter.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Jelly Donut Filler. Nobody else takes it to the hole quite the way you do.
Thank you, Mr. Jelly Donut Filler.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Movie Theater Ticket Ripper-Upper.
Mr. Movie Theater Ticket Ripper-Upper.
Truly the long arm of the law at the movie theater. You and a velvet rope are all that keep the huddled masses from a free flick.
You're the man now.
Ever vigilant, you boldly demand to see our stub. Getting a little personal, don't you think?
Can I see your stub?
Who's the guy in the military-style uniform that would make any third-world dictator proud? Mr. Movie Theater Ticket Ripper-Upper. That's who.
Salute the general.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Stub Master, because you really tear it up.
Mr. Movie Theater Ticket Ripper-Upper.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Horse-Drawn Carriage Driver.
Mr. Horse-Drawn Carriage Driver.
You start your day with a tip-tip and a cheerio, which is odd because you're from Brooklyn.
Jolly old Brooklyn.
While most people sit behind a desk, you proudly sit 2 feet behind a 4-legged manure factory. No one knows the guts it takes to ride the subway to work dressed as a foppish dandy from the 18th century. Blaring horns, profanity, vicious insults, all met with a courtly tip of your stovepipe hat.
Cheerio.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, buggy boy, because the way you say giddy up makes us say, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Overzealous Foul Ball Catcher.
Mr. Overzealous Foul Ball Catcher.
You're nowhere close to that foul ball heading for the bleachers. Who cares? You're going for it.
That ball's mine.
Hot dog vendors, old ladies, infants. You mow them over like a diesel-powered combine.
Yeah!
Ashamed of your souvenir fervor? Hardly. You scratch and gouge your way to the ball like a bloodthirsty Wolverine.
You're a feisty rodent.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. Bully of the Bleachers. Because why pay for a souvenir when you can fight for one?
Mr. Overzealous Foul Ball Catcher.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Paranoid of the Ocean Guy.
Mr. Paranoid of the Ocean Guy.
Windsurfing, parasailing, bodyboarding. Not you. You prefer activities like flailing, shivering, and whimpering.
Please don't judge me.
Bravely you step into the water. One wrong move, and you could be pinched to death by a hermit crab.
Tell my wife I love her.
Was that a piece of seaweed that brushed against your leg? Or a giant man-eating eel?
Oh!
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh swimmerus minimus. Because someone has to man those shallow waters. And that someone is you.
Mr. Paranoid of the ocean.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, Cartersville, Georgia. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Really Loud Cell Phone Talker Guy.
Mr. Really Loud Cell Phone Talker Guy.
Ignoring the latest advances in cell phone technology, you bark into your phone as if you were communicating with 2 cans and a string.
You're breaking up now.
Discussing your cousin's intestinal problems during a quiet dinner party? Unacceptable. Discussing them while on your cell phone at a quiet dinner party? Perfectly acceptable.
Can you keep a secret?
Nothing screams, I'm important, more than a man who screams, I'm important, into his cell phone.
Did I mention I'm important?
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light of Duke of the Decibel, because when we need a friend, you're the one we call.
Mr. Really Loud Cell Phone Talker.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Handlebar Mustache Wearer.
Mr. Handlebar Mustache Wearer.
It takes a real fashion pioneer to know some things never go out of style. Like facial hair from the 18th century.
Styling and profiling.
With a little wax and a twist of your fingers, you're an instant man about town. You may not be a Civil War general, but with a handlebar mustache, even a simple computer programmer can rally the troops.
Tally-ho!
Heaven knows we wouldn't be caught dead with one, but it looks good on you. So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, old soup-straining friend, and know that if you keep wearing it, we'll keep staring at it.
Mr. Handlebar Mustache Wearer.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, Fort Collins, Colorado. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Really Stinky Breath Breather Outer.
Mr. Really Stinky Breath Breather Outer.
Though we'd never tell you to your face, you've got the breath that can stop a charging elephant.
Show us some mercy.
We want to hear what you have to say. We just want you to say it from way over there.
Keep on going.
What was it you had for lunch? A dead rat? A rotten egg? A turd sandwich?
Nasty turd sandwich.
Whatever it was, it just singed off my eyelashes.
Oh!
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Barnacle Breath, because you put the hell in halitosis.
Mr. Really Stinky Breath Breather Outer.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Hawaiian Shirt Pattern Designer.
Mr. Hawaiian Shirt Pattern Designer.
You provide us with colorful loungewear capable of hiding any stain we can dish out.
Getting sloppy.
Who else could create flowered shirts that are still so unmistakably masculine? A single shirt that matches every pair of pants we own and really sets off a white belt.
Looking good now.
Sure, women say they hate them, but inside they're all swooning for the big kahuna. So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. Hawaiian Shirt Pattern Designer. Your shirts may not be made in Hawaii, but Taiwan is an island too.
Mr. Hawaiian Shirt Designer.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Silent Killer Gas Passer.
Mr. Silent Killer Gas Passer.
Last night you had the enchilada combo platter. This morning, the 3-cheese omelet with broccoli. This afternoon, you're a ticking time bomb. Because of you, a simple elevator ride is suddenly a 42-floor plummet into the very bowels of hell.
You take my breath away.
Who did it? Who cares? Sweet mercy, please just someone light a match.
Sweet, sweet mercy.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh ninja of the nasty. And while you're at it, crack open a window.
Mr. Silent Killer Gas Passer.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Giant Taco Salad Inventor.
Mr. Giant Taco Salad Inventor.
A culinary creation that baffles the human mind. A 12,000-calorie salad.
Ah, caramba.
Ground beef, refried beans, guacamole, cheese, sour cream, and if there's any room left, a few shreds of lettuce.
I don't see no lettuce.
Some may ask, is your taco salad healthy? Of course it is. It's a salad, isn't it?
You can eat that deep fried country bowl.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, conquistador of the calorie. You put the feast in fiesta.
Mr. Giant Taco Salad Inventor.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Hot Dog Eating Contest contestant.
Mr. Hot Dog Eating Contest contestant.
What does it take to eat 24 hot dogs in 12 minutes? Determination, fortitude, and a complete disregard for what they actually put in a hot dog.
Open wide.
How many times have we said, sure, one hot dog is nice, but 47 more would really hit the spot?
Get me to a bathroom.
What's for dessert? 9 pounds of antacids, 1 bleeding ulcer, and 7 hours of routine angioplasty.
My left arm feels tingly.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh diplomat of the dog, because our appetite for you will never be satisfied.
Mr. Hot Dog Eating Contest contestant.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. T-shirt launcher inventor.
Mr. T-shirt launcher inventor.
Not satisfied with standard souvenir distribution, you created a device with enough kick to dislocate a mascot's shoulder.
Someone get a stretcher.
Courtside, luxury box, upper deck. Your high-powered cotton cannon makes every section the nosebleed section.
Hit the deck.
So simple, anyone can operate it. After a background check, a training course, and a 5-day waiting period.
It only shoots T-shirts.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, marksman of the mezzanine, because we know you'll give us the shirt off your back at 180 feet per second.
Mr. T-shirt launcher inventor.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Edible Underwear Maker.
Mr. Edible Underwear Maker.
Your true genius combined 2 of man's favorite things, panties and food.
I can taste it now.
They're a snack, they're underwear, they're a snack and underwear. Brilliant.
2 treats in 1.
Gorgeous grape, rock my world raspberry, bodacious banana.
26 flavors.
And nothing says I want you like a man with a mouthful of underpants.
I want you, baby.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. Edible Underwear Maker, because thanks to you, when it comes to panties, extra large means extra yummy.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Pro Sports Heckler Guy.
Mr. Pro Sports Heckler Guy.
They say those who can't play, coach. Apparently those who can't coach sit 30 rows back, shirtless, shouting obscenities.
Oh, that's right, motherfucker.
Thanks to you, our team is armed with game-winning tips like catch the ball and throw it.
Shout it out now.
You stink. That sucks. What a bunch of losers. Not just catcalls, but subtle psychological ploys to prod your team to victory.
Reverse psychology.
So here's to you, old Sultan of Shouting, because while there may be no I in team, thanks to you, there's always an F and a U. Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Nosebleed Section Ticket Holder Guy.
Mr. Nosebleed Section Ticket Holder Guy.
Congratulations. With the help of 2 Sherpas and a mountain goat, you have finally reached your seats.
Touch the sky.
Tickets, check. Souvenir, check. Oxygen mask, check.
Getting dizzy.
From where you sit, you can see your house, and Canada, and Japan.
I see Okinawa.
The one thing you can't see, the game.
I know.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh chairman of the cheap seats. Because you, sir, sit on top of the world. Literally.
Mr. Nosebleed Section Ticket Holder Guy.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.